Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. It is 8:42 a.m. right now where I live in Canada. It is Thursday, March the 5th. All right, guys. It is Baby Friday. Okay, Mini Friday. We are one more day away from Friday. Okay, we are one more day away from finishing off this week, ending this off, with a bang. Okay, because again, this is the first week of March. And for some of you guys, the energy could have been up, it could have been down, it could have been normal, it could have been a lot of things, but we're finally almost there. All right, guys. So today is March 5th. I'm going to do a tarot reading for today. I'm actually going to cleanse the energy. So if you guys want to skip this part, go ahead. But I have my little sound bowl, okay? And so I thought, why not clear the energy before starting the reading? So I'm just going to hit this about 3 times and then we're going to get started, all right? All right, so let's start. All right, guys. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for March 5th? What can you tell them at this time? Please give them protection and understanding and clarity, no matter if they see this video or not. But please let them understand what they need to know at this time for March 5th while they're on their journey. What does the collective need to know for March 5th, please? What does the collective need to know for March 5th, Spirit? What do they need to know for today, Spirit? What clarity can you give them at this time that will help them? Okay, so these cards wanted to show up, okay? So we have here the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit, okay? Now, for some of you that resonate with this Knight of Pentacles, 1212, okay, there's something about, secrets or subconscious or spirituality, healing, whatever this is, right? There's something about you guys moving forward, okay? This is about slow and steady, so you guys could be working on something. This is also about being practical, reliable, efficient, okay, and hardworking, right? So it all depends on what it is that you're doing. It could be you at school, working really hard, studying, getting your grades together, before graduation or whatever the case is, or just being prepared to be able to be focused and determined on your goals or achieving your goals. Okay, so for some of you this could be Virgo and Taurus placements. Now you guys could be like I said, working on something new or doing something new, okay? But there is something about you being able to balance your masculine and feminine energy, right? So this could be the collective, like going through this energy change, or this is about just some of you guys, right, that are learning to balance yourself when it comes to opposites. So opposite genders, okay, learning patience as well, depending on what you're dealing with. So if you're waiting for results, or you're waiting for growth, or you're waiting for just anything like confirmation, there's something about having patience at this time. Now, some of you could be in this Four of Cups energy where, somebody could be trying to give you a cup, but you're not interested, okay? Like there's something about, you not being interested in other people that may not resonate with you. So if somebody comes and gives you a cup, there's something about the energy of maybe you may feel disconnected from different people around you, okay? Or there's something about there's an indifference, right? So maybe you may have a different view of how you think about certain things than other people, right? The way that you may look at life is that you're open, or you're opening yourself to new opportunities, right? So for some of you, it's like this may be you in this waiting stage or this stagnant period where you're just waiting, and it's almost like finally, whoever this energy might be, it's like someone gives you this cup, right? And this cup is what motivates you to move forward. Now, some of you may have your Cancer, in the moon, okay, but there's something about, fourth house when it comes to like For example, family, guardians, parents, things like that, right? This could be talking about your inheritance or even just your emotions, okay? But something to do with you guys when it comes to like a foundation is very significant, okay? Either you are making plans to build your own stability or your own foundation, or there's something about a foundation that's significant where you're just no longer interested, right? Like you're interested in the energy, you're not interested, you're not interested in the energy, you're not interested in anything else right now besides being motivated and choosing happiness at this time. Okay, so take what resonates with that as well. With the Six of Pentacles, this is about, charity. Either this is about you focusing on giving. Now, this could be giving and receiving, or this is about support, or, whatever this is that this energy is. It could be you receiving a promotion, or there's something about financial assistance. Okay, so sixth house, talks about your health, your wellness, right? This could be about fitness, daily routines. Even your work habits are very significant and how you service other people. But this could be talking about coworkers as well when it comes to like giving and receiving. Now, you could be the one that's always giving but not really receiving. So there's something about if in the past or if as of recently something had happened where you were the one that's giving, but you weren't receiving back. There's something about the roles being reversed or like the Wheel of Fortune turning where you could be getting something back in return. Okay, with the number four, this talks about, like I said, stability, building a foundation. And with the number six, this talks about, home, right? So this is about either healing relationships, confirmation with the horn, or this is about you servicing to other people and choosing heart-centered leadership. Now, for some of you guys are going within at this moment too, because again, with the giving and receiving and support, you are grateful, right, for the abundance in your life, and you are grateful about other people's being generous at this time because this is about balance, right? This is about you receiving. But you, at the same time, you are focusing about going within. So it's not that you don't appreciate material things. You do appreciate material things, but right now you're focused on other things. Like this could be about moving, business, creating your own family, focusing on what's happening around us. If you're somebody who's like a humanitarian, whatever this energy is, you're searching for self, right? You would rather be in solitude. Some of you guys are both like introverted and extroverted. So that's like an omnivert or an amnivert, depending on the balance, right? So there's like this energy of some of you guys love going outside, you guys like doing things, but maybe you're not as extroverted and you would rather be home. And then there's this energy of some people love going out, but then when they're at home and they're introverted, they're probably doing nothing, or they don't want to talk to family or friends because maybe like at work or school, you're very chatty because, your job makes you chatty, right? And it's this energy too with like, when you work customer service, and in customer service, doesn't matter if it's face-to-face, retail, whatever the case is, it's like you have to talk to people constantly on a daily basis. So, when you go home, you don't want to talk. Like, you don't want to talk, you don't want to see nobody, you don't want to do anything. And some people could be offended about that too because you like to go within. So it's like somebody going home and being like, whew, finally the day is done. You kick off your shoes, whatever that it is that you do. Some people, they go sit down, they relax. Some people, they take a shower, freshen up themselves, eat some food, watch TV, or, go within, work out, whatever it is that you do, and then they relax, right? If you have kids, you take care of your kids, and then you go to bed, right? And then you do it again. So for some of you, when it comes to you, you are focusing on, when it comes to giving and receiving, if you were giving and receiving to people who did not appreciate it or did not deserve it, it's almost like the energy switching where you're receiving or you're giving to people who actually deserve it or need it. Okay, with the Hermit here. Okay, going within when it comes to stability. So yeah, you guys are working on stability at this time. And I did mention this at this time too. Some of you guys are focused. Now, you could be the Emperor or you could have Emperor energy, right? So there's something about like, you could be very strong. Like if this could be a lot. This could be physically. Like you could be physically strong, you could be confident, you could be a leader, or you could be someone that's in control at this time. But there's something about authority, okay, discipline, and also structure, okay, and protection as well. Either some of you guys are in leadership, or you guys are moving into like management, or this could be leadership in your life, managing your life. But whatever this is, there's something about stability and structure. Now, this could be happening for some of you, during the season of Aries, okay? Now, this could resonate for some of you. This could be happening for you. For some of you that don't resonate with Aries energy because maybe you don't have placements or whatever the case may be, but there is something about you stepping into confidence. Like whether you may not have these placements, it's almost like you guys are stepping into confidence when it comes to Emperor energy. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Angel number 444 could be very significant. Like I said, this could be about you taking control when it comes to discipline, being focused at this time. So if people are trying to offer you things, they may feel like you're being disconnected, but it's not that you're doing it on purpose. It's because you guys have a bigger mission and you're focused on that. Okay, you're focused on truth, and you're also focused on inner wisdom. So you would rather seek the truth about situations or shine light on a situation than to, not be real, not be your authentic self. So there's something about you stepping into your power that could be very significant too. But you guys are taking charge, okay? And you guys are, focusing on your stability at this time, or you guys are stepping into power when it comes to, like I said, management or leadership, okay? And even if this leadership isn't like in career, because some of you it could be career, but if it's not career, there's something about in your own life or creating your own business. Okay, for some of you. Some of you may have a business at this time. So this could be anything. Like some of you guys could have businesses when it comes to like the arts. Okay, this could be about coaching, working out, whatever this is. Okay, because, Aries talks about, the body, like when it comes to, war, aggression, that kind of energy. So even when it comes to like sports, working out, things like that, that could be very significant. Okay, some of you guys could be into that. Like if you're into like nutrition or things like that, some of you guys could be into coaching, right? Like Aries energy talks about, taking action. So when it comes to like movement too, when it comes to moving your body, that could be very significant too. Like some of you guys could be, starting to move your body or just trying to like move around so that the energy is not stagnant. Now, you could be somebody who has Emperor energy. Like I said, you could be building something. You could be, creating your own foundation, stability. But King of Cups energy is very significant. This is about you, okay? Like I said, coaching, counseling, being an advisor is also significant. So there's something about you leading with emotional intelligence and compassion, okay? And not everybody's like this, unfortunately. Okay, this is hard to find sometimes in certain places that you go. This could be also in business as well, where you could work in business or you could have worked in business in general. And you may notice that it's very like dog eat dog, right? So the same people who claim like we're family, we're a company, we're family, like those kind of, places, right? It's no shade, you know what I mean? But a lot of times, truthfully, they say that they are and they're not, okay? It's very dog eat dog. Everybody's competing with each other. Everybody wants to be number one. And if you're somebody who likes to help or do things because, like, from an emotional standpoint, it's hard for you to work with people who don't think like that. Okay, it's hard to work with people or work for people who are always in that competitive like energy, competing, right? So for some of you guys could have walked away from certain things, went in and started something new for yourself, right? Again, 14 is about a foundation shift. So there's something about, you being a foundation shifter or shifting something in your energy. Again, redefining stability is also significant, but also finding something that's truthful for you when it comes to like foundations and, being able to be adaptable in your growth, right? Not being stagnant or feeling like if you do grow, then that's it. You can't grow anymore because now everybody's worried about their position or their role when you're just there to help and you enjoy helping, because some of you may have Virgo placements where you enjoy doing service. And for people who maybe underestimated your energy, now if you guys are doing something else and say word is going back around, or somebody you know knows somebody, whatever the case is, there's something about maybe people realizing, oh shoot, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the person wasn't being competitive. Maybe they were trying to show me something that I needed to see, right? So you're not going to speak something that doesn't make sense, or you're not going to speak something that's not truthful, right? Like, if anything, you would rather speak your truth. Like, if something happens to you, you'll talk about what happened to you. You're not going to talk about other people and what other people went through. You're going to talk about your situation. But unfortunately, if you're somebody who also speaks truth, people may not want to believe you, right? But you are somebody who's ambitious, you're goal oriented. Okay, intuition could be very significant. We have Knight of Wands as well. So again, some of you may be taking a financial risk, but regardless, you're determined, right? You're determined to go on this adventure and move forward, whatever this adventure might be. This adventure could be a new job, okay? It could be something new, whatever it is, right? But you guys are showing up as, like I said, taking action, speed. Okay, 1212 is very significant. And we also have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we also have Temperance, right? So you finding balance is very significant when it comes to, everything that's happening in your life, right? Even if it's just, you finding moderate ways to find a middle ground, you're finding harmony and peace. You're finding some way to be flexible, okay, and adaptable, right? So even with the number 14, 5 is very significant when it comes to change. All right, guys, but I'm going to end it here. So please take what resonates with you. And again, thank you for the love and the support that you guys have been showing and giving. I appreciate that as well. And yeah, you guys are moving forward. Keep, taking action as well. This is like grounded action. This is not like you actually taking that leap of faith when it comes to, like, physically moving or doing something that could change your life like drastically. It's more grounded, where you guys are either journaling, writing, doing whatever ideas, and then putting action into that. So if it's a project, it's like showing off a project, or if it's something new that you guys are working on, it's telling people like, hey, this is what I'm doing, especially if you have a following, or, if you just post online. So this doesn't even have to be like social media. It could just be posting online or just putting yourself out there. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you guys. Thank you again for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. And my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Have a good one. Bye.